minasan yaho! Hey guys, it's Mel and Dreams Cosplay. There's gonna be so many new cons coming out and everything that I decided that I would do a cosplay or convention hack video. So, one of the things that I see cosplayers having most trouble with at conventions is their wigs. So I've come up with a little list of things that might be a little helpful for wearing wigs at conventions. I myself have had a fair share of wig issues, although I've been able to work my way around them. But I thought I would be able to tell you guys how I have dealt with my wig issues, and hopefully it would help you guys out as well. One problem that cosplayers have if they have naturally long hair is the fact that when they put on their wig there is just an unnatural bump in the back of their head, which is their hair. So one way to prevent that is wearing 2 wig caps over your natural hair, making it a little bit more pressured to be flattened, and also after putting the wig caps on you can kind of spread out the hair a little bit more, and that way it'll flatten the bump out even more. Another issue that I often see at conventions is that people's wigs are slowly sliding off their heads. And when that happens, you can see their natural hairline and even their wig cap, and I've seen it to the point where the wig has been a quarter of the way off their head, and it's irritating for them to be able to put the wig back on. And more often than not, I have noticed the reason for their wigs falling off their heads that much is because their wig caps are like these stockings. And these wig caps are the worst wig caps that you can have to keep a wig on your head. All it does is compress your hair down so it doesn't come off of the sides of the wig, and that's about it. But these are probably the worst kind of wig caps that you can use. If you are having an issue with your wig constantly slipping off your head, those wig caps are probably not the best option. The better option is to use the netted ones, and that way you can actually put in some bobby pins through it to keep the wig up a little bit more, because these are the ones obviously you're not going to be able to be putting bobby pins through it. Because the netted wig caps do have holes in them, it is so much easier for bobby pins to go through and also go through into your natural hair, keeping the wig up a little longer and a little better. Also related to that, you might want to bring a ton of bobby pins. Even buy an extra pack if you often lose them, because bobby pins are so helpful for keeping your wig up, especially if you have a heavy wig, like a ponytail in the back of your head, pulling your wig down all the way. In cases of you wearing a wig that is extremely heavy for your head, especially if there's a ponytail in the back and it's just pulling your wig back no matter how many bobby pins you put on, focus the amount of bobby pins to the area of stress, which would be probably the ponytail area, and just put a whole bunch of bobby pins around that ponytail. Not only focusing the bobby pins on the area of stress, which would be the ponytail, but also kind of add some bobby pins a little bit in the front here, just so that it would kind of stop from moving or sliding down from this area here. And I have found that it's been very effective to be able to put some bobby pins here and focus most of them on the area of stress in the back, and that just stops the wig from sliding down. Another issue with wigs that I've had more often than not is having very thin wigs or even thin wefts to where I can see the wig cap underneath and even my natural hair. And that has been an issue for me for a couple of wigs, and I have finally figured out a way to, instead of having to wear the wig and asking my friends how it looks, just a way of me being able to take a look at it myself and being able to fix the issue with sewing in more wefts. So one thing that you can do that doesn't involve any work at all is just getting a wig head that you would use for the wig itself, and get a wig cap that is the netted one or just a darker color even to match your hair color. Just put it onto the foam head itself and you will get a little bit of the darkness on there. If you needed to, you can even add more wig heads or wig caps to it to make it even darker. Another thing that you can do besides using a whole bunch of wig caps is painting the wig head black, or even a color close to your natural hair color. And that way you'll be able to check and see if the wig wefts are thin, or if you can see the wig cap underneath. Anything that helps you be able to tell if the wig is going to work on your head without showing anything that you don't want it to show. Another issue that I've had is just having my wig stay in my face. One problem that I have is that my face is really round for some cosplays that I want to do, and to slim down my face more I need to keep my wig in place. And so what I use for that is toupee tape. And I have bought this double-sided toupee tape on Amazon for like $13. It's not too expensive, and I use it all the time and tape it onto my face and then put wig on top of the tape. Not only does the toupee tape help keep my wig in my face to slim it down, but especially when it's on a windy day or you wanted to take windy pictures and the wind is going to be blowing in your wig and it's just going to be blowing the wig away from your face to where you can even see the wig cap underneath, it is super helpful to keep the wig hair in your face. That way when the wind is blowing, you don't have that weird darker hair color or something like that. The next thing is cosplay malfunctions. They happen at every con. That's just what happens when you wear a cosplay. And so I have some ways to help prevent or even fix your cosplay malfunctions. So an issue that I've had in the past is wearing flip-flops for a cosplay all day. And in doing so, the vinyl between your toes starts rubbing away at your skin and just rubbing it raw to where it just hurts and you get a cut there and it's so painful and uncomfortable. My solution was putting medical tape between my toes to stop the vinyl from directly rubbing against my toe and preventing it to cut or rub it raw. It has been super helpful for me to put the medical tape between my toes to ensure that I do not get any cuts or just raw skin that just hurts. Also, another malfunction that I have experienced before is accidentally ripping off my false eyelashes. And when you do that and you don't have anything to put it in, you don't want to lose it. And I often leave my eyelash glue back in my hotel room, so I have to go back to my hotel room, but I want to keep track of my eyelashes to make sure I don't lose them. And so one thing that actually my friend had suggested to me is using an old Mint or Altoids container and just putting the eyelashes in there for the time being. That way I can go back to the hotel room and repair the false eyelashes. Another thing that happens all the time is people losing buttons on their cosplay. And it's either they bought the cosplay and the buttons have already been loose and they just didn't fix it, or they fixed the buttons already but it just fell off anyway. So one way to ensure that they stay on with a more thicker material is actually using dental floss. Dental floss has helped me so many times with keeping my buttons on my cosplay. It's not expensive, it's something that I already had in the house, it's nice and thick to where it just doesn't break too easily, that I've just been able to use dental floss to sew all my buttons on my cosplay and not have any issues of them falling off at all. But there's also an issue with how you take care of your cosplays. If you're a little bit more rough with your cosplays, they will probably still fall off. But if you were a little bit more gentle or just even treating them normally, it should be fine. Another thing that has been an issue with cosplays is that if you are wearing a strapless shirt or dress and you're worried about it slipping down a little bit and you get a little bit of those nip slips, a way that I have been able to prevent making sure that doesn't happen is, well, not just keeping the dress up, but using giant band-aids to put over your nipples in case the dress does slip down a little too low. You'll know once you see the top of the band-aid. It sounds a little funny and it sounds like it's a little painful, but actually I haven't had any problems with that at all. I normally just get a larger size band-aid to where the gauze is big enough to where it covers up the whole sensitive skin area to where the adhesive will not be on there at all. So when you take it off, it's not even a problem at all. I will tell you honestly, for people who are allergic to band-aid adhesives, I don't know what to do at that point, unfortunately. Just wear a strapless bra. Also, something that is a very temporary fix on cosplays if something seems to fall apart is safety pins. I'm pretty sure every cosplayer would have safety pins on them, and if not, they should, just because in case of any malfunctions, you need lots and lots of safety pins. And if you bring an emergency sewing kit in your hotel room, you can use the safety pins for a temporary fix, and then you can go back to your hotel room and fix up your cosplay if you'd like. And last but not least, something that's not too hard to figure out is when you are in a hot cosplay, especially on a hot day, some ways to cool yourself down. And a way that I have figured to cool myself down is either bringing my own handkerchief or even just going to the bathroom to getting a paper towel and getting it soaked with water and just patting it on my neck. Or just bare areas, but mostly the neck, that will be able to drain and cool off your body a little bit. Of course, keeping the wet handkerchief or paper towel on your neck or somewhere for so long, your body heat is going to get to it and it's going to warm up. But that is just a quick and easy fix. You just take it off for a couple of seconds and let the air kind of cool it off and just put it back on. And honestly, I think it's the best idea ever. In terms of having a really cold outfit on a cold day, all you need to do is get those air activated heat packs and just shake them up and keep them on you where you won't have to see it, and it helps. So that's all I had planned for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this helps you guys out and it wasn't more of a Captain Obvious kind of thing, because I have seen people have issues with their cosplays. So hopefully this will help you guys out in future. Hopefully you guys will learn and grow on ways to help you with your cosplays and make things a little bit more efficient and helpful for you guys. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! There is one thing that often all cosplayers will be wearing, and it is often the thing called wigs.